The Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is here, and what better thing to do than rank the maps? Kicking off the list at number 10 is the easiest choice ever with Santa Senya Border Crossing. This map sucks. There are so many long sightlines that are covered by tons and tons and tons of cars. The surprise is that every car can be blown up. There's so many cars that it's easy to miss a car being on fire with zero indication that it's a ticking time bomb. Next thing you know, you have a 3-car nuke taking your entire team out from a rogue grenade thrown 3 minutes ago. This map is so long and narrow with cars littered everywhere that it makes it damn near impossible to find enemies, track enemies, or finish kills because of all the obstructions. It is easily the worst map in the game, and I hope they take it out of the rotation. Another map that can get dominated by one sightline is my number 9 pick, Mercado Las Almas. Another map from the beta where owning the middle lane is king and can dominate a game early. This one feels like it can be cheesed the hardest with grenades and hard camping certain lanes, especially at the start of each match. This map to me is the most traditional 3-lane map of the entire game, with the market center and parking alley lanes being narrow and very camper friendly. Mercado Las Almas ranks low on my list because of this camping problem. I don't mind camping if there's ways to counter it, but when half the team is staring down the market center lane, it makes for one boring game experience. We storm the castle with my pick at number 8, the Al Bagra Fortress. The entire map looks sick, but there's 2 big chokes that can make life real difficult at times. There's a lot more verticality to this one compared to other maps, with some buildings having 3 tiers worth of cover. While this map looks really cool, I put it near the bottom of my list because of how easy it feels to get pinned down by a lot of cross angles when trying to get out of the courtyard. If you can harness possession of the main structure, you'll control some of the strongest sightlines that can help you dominate a fight in this map. This is another map that is a little too camper friendly for my liking. I love the way the map looks, but getting stuck in the courtyard can be a game breaker. Arriving at number 7 is Zarqwa Hydroelectric, which in my opinion is the most unique map in the game. What makes it stand out is the amount of water throughout the map that can be used to navigate from one side to the other. COD has done maps in the past with water in one lane, but this one takes it to another level. As cool of a novelty as it is, coming out of the water is so loud and slow that it often results in you getting killed. You can hover on top of the water and shoot people running by, which makes for some great laughs, but it's a move that will get cheesed and become very old very quickly. I respect the ambitiousness of going with such a water-rich level, but the amount of cheese potential makes it fall down my list. Embassy comes in at number 6 because it's a fun map, but a little too one-dimensional. The map consists of 2 big buildings with most of the fighting going down within them. There are some outside lanes and a T-shaped lane in the middle that allows for maneuvering with slightly longer sightlines, but it is a map that will be dominated by SMGs and shotguns. SMGs are already so strong in this game, and this feels like a map where you're soft throwing if you're not using one. I enjoy this map quite a bit, but it falls towards the middle of the pack because of how one-dimensional the playstyle variety feels. Finding its stride at number 5 is Farm 18. Farm 18 feels like a best of kind of map, with the middle portion being inspired from the Modern Warfare map Shoot House. The Shoot House portion of the map is surrounded by a circular lane with high ground sightlines around the outside that do allow for some sniping. However, from my experience, the team that dominated the Shoot House and controlled the middle of the map tended to be the most successful. I love seeing the homage to Shoot House within the map, but it falls to number 5 because of how oppressive it can feel when the other team is dominating that area. Almost cracking the top 3 is the Breenburg Hotel at number 4. Another one of the beta maps, this one is predominantly indoors, with the high traffic areas being the restaurant and reception area. There's a catwalk that cuts through the middle of the map that provides a fun spot to flank, but doesn't feel overpowered because it's not a safe place to camp. I enjoy this map because it has good flow to the lanes without feeling like you're getting bogged down from one choke, with lots of angles to help counter these campers. While you can snipe through some lanes, this map is definitely strongest with ARs and SMGs because of many close quarter friendly areas throughout. Cracking the top 3 is El Asilo. I really hope I didn't butcher that. This map is all about a massive warehouse in the middle that is close combat city. Shotguns and SMGs run supreme when holding down point B in domination or maintaining spawn points within the warehouse. There's enough cover in buildings for sniping around the outside of the warehouse that keeps things interesting and doesn't feel like a race to the middle. I'm enjoying this one a lot because it allows you to be successful with a variety of playstyles instead of pigeonholing you into an SMG. While I enjoy this one a lot, there is potential for campers within the warehouse, but it's such a large warehouse that you're not forced into a few chokes that could ultimately get you farmed. Making a podium finish at number 2 is Crown Raceway. The F1 inspired map took some getting used to with the pit lane, garages, and side buildings scattered throughout one of the larger maps in the game. Most maps tend to have a clear, quote, meetup area where a lot of the engagements go down, but this one had a lot of diverse areas that kept it fresh and a little unpredictable. I really enjoyed hearing the F1 cars zooming by you if you're out by the pits, though I'll admit I mistaked some of the car sounds for enemy planes or kill streaks. This map fits a bit more of a traditional 3-lane system with the pit lane, garages, and clubhouses making up the 3 lanes. The garages and clubhouses provide ways to navigate throughout the lanes, but you'll have to watch out for some crossfire from the clubhouse buildings. Overall, the aesthetic of the F1 layout makes it one of my personal favorites, even if the map layout is a little more traditional. Coming in at number 1 of my favorite Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer maps is Tarak. This might be a wild choice, but I absolutely love this map. It's the only desert map in the game with lots of destroyed buildings scattered throughout. It is a bit more of an open map compared to others with minimal coverage overhead, making kill streaks extremely potent. The middle portion is cover that's laid out cleverly to force movement and not camping within the corridors. On the outside, you can be viable with a sniper or battle rifle and rain damage on those trying to make their move towards that middle. Even with the open air buildings, I never felt like I was short of cover or getting pinned down from sniper coverage. I love the way that this map provides different playstyles, and if I had to guess, we will likely see the most nuke killstreak clips coming from this map. And that right there rounds out my ranking of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer maps. Do you agree with my ranking list? Drop a comment and let me know what your favorite map in the game is, and if you agree that Santa Senya Border Crossing is the worst map in the game. While you're there, drop a like and drop a subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and I appreciate all of the support. This is Josh Robinson with Joystick Gamer. Thanks again, and stay gaming out there.